What would you do if the person you trusted most walked out of your house smiling and came back hours later like a stranger who had already buried your marriage? The night it started, I was standing barefoot on the cold tile of our kitchen on West 47th Street in Manhattan, staring at the reflection of my wife in the dark window. Emily had just come home. Her heels clicked slower than usual. Her smile, the one she wore when she left that evening, was gone. She didn't kiss me, didn't even look at me. And when I finally asked her what was wrong, she paused, just for a second too long, before saying, "Nothing." But it wasn't nothing. Because that night, I saw something on her phone that made my stomach drop, and I knew, without a doubt, that everything I thought I knew about my life was already gone. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. Emily had left earlier that evening in a red dress I bought her for our anniversary. She told me she was meeting the girls at a rooftop bar near Times Square. I remember teasing her, saying she looked too good just for a casual night out. She laughed, kissed my cheek, and said, "Relax, I'm married, remember?" I remember that line more than anything, because now it feels like a joke she was telling herself. When she came back, everything was off. Not dramatically, not enough for a normal person to question. But I knew her. The way she dropped her purse too quickly. The way she kept her phone face down. The way she avoided eye contact like I was suddenly a stranger in my own home. "Did you have fun?" I asked. "Yeah," she said flatly, walking past me toward the bedroom. No details. No stories. No laughter. That's when the unease started crawling under my skin. Over the next few weeks, the changes stacked up. Late nights. Sudden gym routines. Locked phone. Smiling at texts she wouldn't show me. And then came the coldness. Emily used to curl up next to me on the couch. Now she sat on the far edge, scrolling endlessly. Conversations turned into one-word answers. Touch turned into avoidance. "Are you okay?" I asked one night. "I'm fine." "Stop overthinking everything," she snapped. That word, overthinking, became her shield. But I wasn't overthinking. I was noticing. The first real crack came on a Thursday night. She fell asleep on the couch, her phone still in her hand. The screen lit up. A message. "Can't stop thinking about last night." My heart didn't race. It stopped. I stared at the name. Jason. No last name. Just Jason. I didn't open the phone right away. I just stood there, staring at her sleeping face, trying to reconcile the woman I married with the one in front of me. Then I unlocked it. She hadn't changed her passcode. Not yet. The messages weren't subtle. They weren't flirtatious. They were explicit, detailed, cruel. Plans, hotels, times, inside jokes that didn't belong to me anymore. One message hit harder than anything else. "He has no idea, does he?" And her reply? "Not a clue." That's the moment I broke. Not loudly, not violently, silently. I went into the bathroom, locked the door, and sat on the floor with my back against the tub. I didn't cry at first. I just stared. At nothing. At everything. My entire life collapsed in a few lines of text. But here's the thing about breaking. Sometimes it doesn't destroy you. Sometimes it builds something colder. The next morning, I acted normal. I made coffee, asked about her day, kissed her goodbye. She smiled like nothing had happened. And that's when I decided. I wasn't going to confront her. Not yet. I was going to watch. Over the next month, I became someone else. I tracked her patterns, took screenshots, saved call logs. I even followed her once, watched her walk into a boutique hotel on Lexington Avenue, watched her laugh with him. Jason, tall, confident, the kind of guy who thinks the world owes him something. They didn't see me, but I saw everything. Every lie, every touch, every stolen moment that used to belong to me. And the worst part? They acted untouchable, like I didn't exist, like I was just background noise in my own marriage. Emily grew bolder, more dismissive. "You're being paranoid," she'd say. "You're imagining things." She started picking fights, blaming me for distance she created. Classic. Textbook. Cruel. But by then, I wasn't reacting anymore. I was collecting. I hired a lawyer quietly. A woman named Karen who had seen cases like mine 100 times. "You want revenge," she said bluntly during our first meeting in her downtown office. I shook my head slowly. "No," I said. "I want the truth to destroy her." Karen smiled slightly. "Then you're going to need patience." And I had it. We built everything carefully. Financial records. Timeline of the affair. Hotel receipts. surveillance footage, even recordings of their conversations I legally obtained. I didn't rush. I waited. Because timing is everything. The opportunity came at her company's annual gala at a hotel in Midtown. Emily had been planning it for weeks. A big promotion announcement. Her moment. She begged me to come. Please, she said, soft for the first time in months. It would mean a lot. I smiled. Of course. The ballroom was filled with people. Colleagues. Executives. Friends who thought they knew us. Jason was there too, standing just close enough to her. Just far enough to look innocent. I watched them all night. The glances. The subtle touches. The arrogance. And then the speech. Emily walked onto the stage, radiant, confident, untouchable. I want to thank everyone who supported me, she said into the microphone. That's when I stood up. Actually, I said, loud enough for the room to turn. There's something you forgot to mention. Silence fell like a curtain. Emily froze. I walked toward the stage, my heart calm. Too calm. Karen was already by the AV booth. Play it, I said. The screen behind Emily flickered. And then everything came out. Messages. Photos. Hotel timestamps. Audio clips. Her voice. Jason's voice. The room shifted instantly. Gasps. Whispers. Phones coming out. Emily's face drained of color. Turn it off, she screamed. But it was too late. Jason tried to slip out. Security stopped him. Her boss looked disgusted. I didn't yell. I didn't rage. I just stood there, watching her world collapse. The aftermath was surgical. Divorce filed the next morning. Her company terminated her within a week. Jason? Married. His wife received everything. Emily tried calling me. Texting. Begging. I made a mistake. I love you. Please don't do this. I never responded. The last time I saw her was outside the courthouse on Center Street. She looked smaller. Not physically, but diminished. Like the version of her that betrayed me had already burned away, leaving something hollow behind. She opened her mouth to speak. I didn't stop. I just walked past her. Because revenge isn't loud. It's quiet. It's precise. And when it's done right, there's nothing left to say. The end.